Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Thank you for tuning in again. My name is Ozzy, and on today's video what we're gonna do is show me tell me questions in a Volkswagen Polo. It's a 72 plate, so it means like it's from 2022 or 2023. So it's a brand new car. As you can see, it's a new display as well. It's the one with the LED. So if you do have a test in a Volkswagen Polo, anything above, I would say 19 to 2022, they usually have the same displays and same buttons here. So let's get started. So for these questions, I actually went to the official government website. You can actually see all the show me tell me questions. So where is it? Yes, there you go. This is the questions. So I will go through all of them and also show you how to do them. So let's get started. So question number one, tell me how you check if the brakes are working before starting a journey. So what you're gonna say is brake should not feel spongy or slack. Brake should be tested as you set off. Vehicle should not pull to one side. So this is your brake right there. And you should feel it. It should not feel sloppy or spongy. So that's what you can answer. Question number two, tell me where you find the information for the recommended tire pressure for this car and how to check that pressure. So manufacturer's guide, use a reliable pressure gauge, check and adjust pressure when tires are cold. Don't forget the spare tires. Question number three, tell me how you check if your head restraint is correctly adjusted. The head restraint should be adjusted so the rigid part of the head restraint is at least as high as the eye or top of your ears and as close to the back of the head as it's comfortable. Question number four, so tell me how to check the tires to ensure that they have sufficient tread depth, no cuts and bulges, 1.6 millimeter of tread depth across the central 3/4 of the breadth of the tires. Question number five, tell me how you check if the headlights and tail lights are working. You do not need to exit the vehicle. If you go on this side over here, so let me open the car. So if you open over there, like it's now on off, the 0 means off. If you pitch one lock to the right, it means on auto, so this will work automatically when it's get dark. If you press again, it will go to side lights, and if you press one more time to the right, it will go to headlights. When the headlights are on, automatically the tail lights go on too. So this is how to operate them. So you can just explain it, you don't have to really do it for them. Okay, so after you showed it or after you explain it, you can also switch it off, but you don't really have to touch anything. You can just explain how to do it. Okay, question number six, tell me how you check if there is a problem with the anti-lock braking system. The warning lights should illuminate if there is a fault. It will stay on the dashboard. So I will show you as soon as you're on ignition and the electric, the ABS light shows up there. This light should disappear. If it doesn't disappear and it stays on, that means there is something wrong with the anti-lock braking system. Question number seven, tell me how you check if the direction indicators are working. You do not need to exit the vehicle. You can turn the hazard lights on, which is right here, and then you can walk around the car. You don't physically have to do that, you just explain it, and you can walk around the car and all the lights should be working. And after you told him, you're gonna switch this one back off. Another way of checking it is by indicating right first and then indicating left. However, the hazard lights is much faster because you can turn off both sides in one go. Question number eight, tell me how you check if the brake lights are working on this car. Explain how to operate the brake pedal. Make use of reflection in windows or door mirrors, or ask someone to help you. That's why I always tell my students, press the brake, ask someone to go outside to check to see if the brake lights are working, or the reflection for windows. Question number nine, tell me how you check if the power assisted steering is working before starting a journey. If the steering becomes heavy, the system may not be working properly. Before starting a journey, two simple checks can be made. Gently pressure the steering wheel maintained while the engine is started should result in a slight but noticeable movement as the system begins to operate. So let me show you how this works. Just now you can feel the engine is off. It's very stiff, very heavy. You can't really steer. As soon as you turn the engine on and you push it to the left a little bit, it should become more smoother now. And now you can see the power steering is functioning because it's nice and smooth. If this stays harsh and very heavy, means it's not working. Okay, next question is question number 10. Tell me how you switch on your rear fog lights and explain when you use them. The right answer for this one is operate the switch, tell him how to turn them on, and check the warning lights on, explain. So you use it when the visibility is reduced in 100 meters, how to turn them on in this car. So this car has only a rear fog light. I'm going to twist it to the right 1, 2, 3 times because the headlights needs to be on, and then you're gonna push it out, so pull it towards you and it's on. How do you know it's on? Light will indicate right there. There you go. And after you've done that, make sure you switch it off. So you don't really have to show this how to do it, but you just tell him how to do this. Okay, question number 11. Tell me how you switch your headlight from dipped to main beam and explain how you know the main beam is on. So what you can say is this button over here, you twist it from auto to side lights to dipped, and then the full beam is this thing here. You push it towards you, it's a little flash. As you can see, a blue one is flashing, that is the full beam or the main beam. What you can do is, if you push this forward or away from you, and that's how you can see that your full beam is on and stays on. So pull it towards you is the flash, as you can see, the blue light, and push it away from you, that's how to leave them on. Okay, next question. There is question number 12. Open the bonnet and tell me how to check that the engine has sufficient oil. You just have to actually go outside, open the bonnet, and explain how to check that the engine has sufficient oil. So I will show you how to do that. So first thing you need to do is open the door, and on the right hand side here, on the driver's side, you've got like a little lever, so you're gonna lift it up or pull it towards you, and then we're gonna go outside and check that out. So once you're here, there is like a little lever here which you lift it to, well, push it to the left. So push it that way, push it to the left, and it opens up. So I'm gonna show you. There you go. Then you got like a stick there. That stick goes inside here. Can you see this arrow there? So the stick goes inside there. So let me do that. So this is where the stick goes. You can see a little arrow. So this is the engine, guys. This part here is the engine. This is the dipstick. This is where you refill the oil. So how do you check if there's engine oil? This stick, you're just gonna tell him, you're just not gonna touch anything. You take it out, you wipe it, you dip it in again, and then when you take it out, you should see the level should be between minimum and maximum. Then the next question, number 13. Open the bonnet and tell me how you check the engine has sufficient engine coolant. So the engine coolant is right there, this part over here. So don't touch anything. If they ask you how to check if there's sufficient engine coolant, you can just see the level. This is the maximum and this is the minimum. It should be around there. So I think this is a little bit over the maximum, but it's not really a big problem. Okay, then question number 14. Open the bonnet and tell me how you check that you have a safe level of hydraulic brake fluid. There's also the braking oil or like brake fluid. This is here, the braking fluid in a Volkswagen Polo. The level again should be between minimum and maximum. As you can see, this is the max there. The minimum is very hard to see, but it's right there in the bottom. Anyways, you don't have to touch anything, but you can just explain it. It has between minimum and maximum. So again, engine oil, dipstick. This is where you refill the oil. This is your engine coolant, minimum and maximum. And this is your braking fluid. Once you show them, you're gonna make sure that the stick goes perfectly on this yellow part, and then you're gonna close the bonnet. How to close the bonnet is you're gonna leave it about this bit and you're gonna drop it and it's closed. Okay, we're gonna move on to the show me questions. So sometimes while you're driving, the examiner can ask you one of the show me questions. So make sure when the examiner asks you the show me questions, do it when it's nice and safe to do so. So don't do it when there's a lot of things happening during your drive. So don't do it near a junction, don't do it near a turn, don't do it when there's a lot of hazards. So do it when you have time, when it's quiet, when there's nothing happening on the road, usually while you're waiting in the traffic, at the traffic light, or before or after a big turn and you're going for a while, for a long time straight down. That's the right time to answer these questions. So let me go with the question number 1 of the show me question. So question number 1, when safe to do so, can you show me how you washed and cleaned the rear windscreen? The engine must be on, or the ignition at least must be on. So let's do that, because usually, yeah, as you can see, the engine is on or the ignition has to be on. So I'm going to switch off the engine. So I'm going to leave the ignition on by twisting one time to the right, and you can see all the electrics are on now. So this lever here, you push it away from you. That's for the rear windscreen. So I'm going to push it away from me, which is push it forward, and hold it for 3 seconds. And as you can see, it's getting cleaned. And once you've done that, make sure you push it one time towards you, little flick, because otherwise it will stay on. Second question, when safe to do so, can you show me how you wash and clean the front windscreen? This one is this lever here again. You can push it towards you and hold it for 3 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, as you can see, my windscreen is getting cleaned. Once you've done that, just release it. It should turn off by itself. And sometimes what you can do is like lift it one time up so it wiped one more time and then back to in the middle again. That's question number 2 of the show me questions. Question number 3, when safe to do so, can you show me how you check and switch on your dipped headlights? You twist this one to the right 3 times and it's on. Once you show him, make sure you switch it back off again. And again, guys, don't forget, do it when the road is safe and when it's safe to do so. Don't do it when it's busy and a lot of hazards are on the road. Question number 4, when it's safe to do so, can you show me how you set the rear demister control? The rear demister control is the window heater. Again, do it when safe to do so, which is this button here. This is the rear window demister control, or it's also window heaters. So yeah, when your windows start fogging up, that's what you use. Question number 5, when safe to do so, can you show me how you check and operate the horn? Do it when it's nice and quiet. Don't do it when a lot of things are happening. These are the horns. So if I press it, hey, you can hear it. That's the horn. Okay, question number 6, when it's safe to do so, can you show me how you check the demist? The front windscreen is this the heater, this the temperature. So I'm gonna put this one on red. As you can see, this is red. This one I'm gonna leave it on 2, and this has to be on the window here, as you can see, and that's the demister control on. After you showed him, make sure you switch it back to 1 or 0 and this back in the middle, so you have a nice temperature inside the car and the car won't be too hot. You can leave this the same. Okay, question number 7, when safe to do so, can you show me how you check and open and close the window? In most cars, it's just on the right hand side. You got a button here, you press it down, you can see the windows are going up, and you press it up again once you've showed him how to do so. And again, guys, this is all the show me tell me questions of a Volkswagen Polo, I think anything from 2018 to 2023. And this is the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you like it and subscribe on this video. And if you do want to see more videos or different cars of show me tell me questions, let us know in the comment below, and I'll try to do as many cars as possible. Thank you for watching and see you guys next time.